Hey guys, Dave the MMP back on YOLA for some weekend DIY sailboat fun. This weekend I'm going to do a little more work on the Victron system. I've got a lot of connected devices on Victron, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to stick with just the Victron app. I thought about maybe putting a tablet on the wall inside the boat, then I can see the same thing my phone sees without actually having to pull my phone out. I would just use it dedicated just for that. It connects with all the Victron devices via Bluetooth, and it has a menu so you can see all the devices that are connected. And if it had Wi-Fi, then you could see it from home via the VRM. But I don't have Wi-Fi at my marina. It's a private marina and there's no Wi-Fi. Or the other option would be to go to a Serbo GX with its own dedicated screen. Now the Serbo GX is about $400 Canadian, and the screen is around 300 Canadian for the small one and around 400 for the larger one, the 7-inch. I could probably get by with the 5-inch, but what I was thinking I might do is just install a tablet on the wall and just have a dedicated powered connection for it. Whenever I come to the boat or whenever I'm using the boat, just cue it up and it'll see all the Victron devices. I can see exactly what's happening with the power in my boat. And it really wouldn't be much different than what I get on the display of the Serbo GX. So let's take a look. Okay, down in the quarter berth here, most of my Victron stuff is up on the wall here. I've got a couple of solar chargers in there and an Orion DC to DC charger so I can charge the lithium off the alternator, the battery. Down in the engine room, I've got a smart shunt on my power system. If you watch my power system video, you'll see that. And I've also got a battery temperature sensor on the batteries that are in the bilge. And between all of that, it's a Victron system that you put together. You connect all these guys together. They all talk to each other with Bluetooth, and you can tell it exactly what to do. So the rest of the Victron system consists of a couple of shunts. So there's a smart shunt down there, which is Bluetooth, and that's on my main negative. And there's another shunt down there that goes to my BMV. So my BMV is up here, and it's measuring my battery voltage so that I don't have to look at my phone to see what's happening with my power system. And the rest of all of the powers, the battery power comes into the bottom of this guy, and then the distribution goes down here into this little fuse block. And I've really only got 3 circuits set up right now because on my power panel, there's 2 circuits for each one of these guys. I've got a whole bottom section of this panel that's not being used yet. So as I add more things to this boat, they'll get connected to all of these open switches. Right now, VHF, running lights, macerator pump for the toilet, main cabin lights, depth sounder, blower for the engine room, steaming light, and autopilot. And I do have another accessory plug-in here. It's got a USB-C, it's got a regular USB, and it tells me the battery voltage is currently at 13.3. And then the top of my mast is my tricolor light, propane for my propane stove, and accessories, and that was that outlet. So that's pretty much it for the rest of the Victron system. The only other thing left in the system is there is a battery sensor on one of the bilge batteries, and if the bilge batteries get too cold, then it'll stop the solar charger from charging. Okay, so in the bilge, I've got a 100 amp or 110 amp battery. On the side of it, I've got a Victron battery sense, and it's sensing the temperature and the voltage across this battery just as a direct monitor. It's Bluetooth with the charge controller and all the other devices that are on the connected boat app, and so they all talk to each other. And if this battery in the bilge gets too cold, then it won't charge it. I've told it not to charge below 5 degrees C. Hey guys, thanks for watching to the end. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next weekend for some more sailboat DIY.